What's going on, all you minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today, I get to announce one brand new Marvel Omnibus coming out in December of 2023. So let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of this new omnibus coming out this December. So before going any further, as I always like to do, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Thank you so much to all you wonderful people that have shared our videos through Reddit, through Facebook groups, through forums. Seriously, that means the world to us. Stay away from the comments if you want to be surprised as to what book this is. And then by all means, afterwards, let us know what you think of the mapping, the covers, and this particular era. So this new omnibus is about a group of characters that have had 3 previous volumes of their group already collected in omnibus format. So here is the latest one coming in December, is Thunderbolts Uncaged Omnibus. So before we look at this book and the content and talk a little bit about the stories in here, let's take a look at the standard edition cover. And this standard edition cover is supplied by Greg Land. And I believe that's the cover to issue number 150. So speaking of cover in issue 150, let's talk about the content. So this collects Thunderbolts 144 to 174, as well as 163.1. Enter the Heroic Age one-shot, the E-story, which is the Thunderbolts story, and Dark Avengers 175 to 190. And you're probably wondering, wait a minute, why is Dark Avengers 175 to 190 in there? I only knew of Dark Avengers during the Brian Michael Bendis era. Well, that's when the title shifted the name from Thunderbolts to Dark Avengers. The Avengers were huge during that particular time. So they decided to change the name, so they kept it all intact. And as a matter of fact, that is the end of this particular era, or what I like to call the Jeff Parker era of Thunderbolts. So before we talk about what some of the stories collected in here are and your creative team, let's take a look at the direct market cover. And this direct market cover is supplied by Mark Bagley, who was the original series artist. So it's good to see him come back and draw these old characters with newer characters like Mr. Hyde and Ghost. But how can the old Thunderbolts and the new Thunderbolts possibly meet? And of course, the new Thunderbolts are all being led by Luke Cage, hence the title of this omnibus, Uncaged. So this is the era when Jeff Parker became the full-time writer on the book. As a matter of fact, I believe he wrote 99% of this omnibus. It showcases artwork in here from Kev Walker, so I love his artwork. I've been a big fan of his art since the days of Avengers Initiative, Avengers Academy. It also shows artwork by Declan Shalvey and Neil Edwards doing a particular run here towards the Dark Avengers time. So if you're probably wondering, wait a minute, what is going on with issues 110 to 143? That is the Ellis, Diggle, Parker, and Cage era. And maybe they have something planned later on, but this collects the entirety of Jeff Parker's run. And I'm a huge fan of his as somebody that loved his run on Red Hulk and loved his run on Agents of Atlas. This is one of the most underrated eras of the Thunderbolts. So this is before the Red Team is what we call them. So this fits after the Secret Invasion and all those storylines, because this is really the Heroic Age when Marvel relaunched everything to kind of put the heroes back into the books and get them out of the Dark Ages. And funny enough, they end up being Dark Avengers later on. So this time of Thunderbolts is no different than all the other previous times. The cast members constantly change, but here, most of the time, it is Luke Cage sticking with the team. But you have characters in here of Ghost, Songbird shows up, Mach 5, Troll, Satana shows up, Man-Thing joins the team, Mr. Hyde, Juggernaut, Boomerang, Shocker, and then by the time you get to the Dark Avengers, the Dark Avengers era, you have a completely different lineup with some of the characters still staying with the team. So I'm very excited that this is coming out because it gives me hope that eventually everything with Thunderbolts will be in omnibus format, because we still have the Red Era, Red era. Yeah, the Civil War era with Norman Osborn and all those cats, but I'm excited for this, and I hope to see another Thunderbolts Omnibus in the future. So, that is your announcement for this time around. Let me know in the comments what you think of the covers, the content, and what your favorite era of the Thunderbolts are. Smash that like button on the way out. Everyone stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.